Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I hope you all are having a wonderful day today. I wanted to kind of go back to a video that I did the other day, and it's called Jezebel and Our Sons. And it had another part that said her seduction, his destruction. And it's really important, I think, that we do instill within our sons about valuing themselves, having pride in who they are as young gentlemen, and having self-respect for their bodies and all that good stuff, and that they don't have to follow what the world says is normal for young boys to do. It's okay to be abstinent. It's okay not to indulge in sexual activities. It's okay not to objectify objectify girls and be doing things that's just can make you be a father before your time and all that good stuff. Well, it's not good stuff. And so the video was very lengthy. It was about an hour, but like I said, are you worth an hour? I think you are. So you can feel free to check that out yourself. It's a lot more in depth. I really get detailed about it. If I remember, I'll pin it in the comments below. But I wanted to talk with you guys about, just give you just a few things that I spoke about there, and just condense it. Okay, but I still would encourage you to listen to it. The first thing you have to realize, young men, is that this type of girl is going to be one that's just going to be giving you so much attention. You can't look at one girl and think that, well, let me go back a little bit. Even though I'm talking to the young gentlemen, teen boys, young adults, I am also, it can be anybody. Women, you can take this and just flip it. It's going to be pretty much the same patterns as well in young girls. Because boys can do this too, but this is just talking about this. There's a certain kind of girl, that young women that's being raised up today, that they're very, very, they're just fast. They are not like regular girls. They are very promiscuous. They are just just do way more than they should for their age. And so what will happen is sometimes things have happened in their life, their upbringing, and makes them this way, or they just grew up in a household where their moms or aunts or whoever in their family encourage them to be this way. And these adults can even be guiding these girls in how to manipulate, you as a teen boy. And so you're just looking at her, she's in your age, she's in your class, she seems nice, but her on the inside, she's completely different. Her character is pretty much shot. And so what I want to talk with you about is a few things that will begin to happen with this type of girl. And keep in mind that there's no specific look. You'll probably think, oh, she has to be super gorgeous and all this stuff, or, well, only certain types of girls will do this. Only, either she's super pretty, then she'll do this, or if she's not so attractive, she won't do it. Whatever it is, I'm trying to tell you, it doesn't matter what you look like. This is a specific behavior that anyone even the ones that look mousy and quiet, they can do it as well. So the first thing that will happen, as I said, you'll get a whole lot of attention. This person's going to just be giving you so much attention. They're going to be so interested in you. She may even pursue you. Okay, trying to be everywhere that you are, meeting up, getting with your friends, trying to get your phone number, doing all the stuff to be where you are. Just whatever your likes are, she's going to like it. She's going to be showing up. She's going to be there, okay, to get your attention. And it probably will just maybe turn you off at first, but she's just going to have it just turn up the sweetness so much that you may begin to fall for it. The other thing that's going to happen is once she has your attention and you guys start to talk and all that good stuff, then she begins to draw you in, what we call like soul ties. You're going to begin to kind of draw to one another. When I used to watch Twilight, they have something that we'll call imprinting. And it will just be like, basically, it's just you become one with this person. And a lot of ways that this will happen is going to be through sexual or emotional connection. She'll begin to tell you all kinds of things about herself, or get you to a point where you begin to open up about who you are. And it can lead to whether you're doing heavy petting, that means you're making out, or kissing, or having sexual intercourse with this person. And again, the emotional, she may even pull you in either with the emotional aspect of it first, having you sharing so much about yourself, which eventually makes you want to get closer to her, or she could start off with a sex and now you're just pouring out because you feel like there's this connection. Kissing, she may even be doing things, you may not ever have penetrated her, but she may allow you to touch her sexually. She may be performing some things on you. These things are going on between our teens and young adults. And so the other thing that once she's got your attention, she's have you just, as we say, your nose is wide open, you're really convinced, and then she pulls you in with the, drawing you, the soul tie, the connection, the deep connection through sex or through emotional, just emotional chatter, which is either her telling you all these things about herself so you can begin to feel sorry for her, you pouring out, all of a sudden you have these commonalities, you feel this connection, oh, this is my soulmate. What begins to happen is she pulls you in and you really begin to like her. Then now it's going to become, now the ridicule can kick in. It may not happen immediately, but eventually that's going to happen. She begins to, the things that she liked about you and you were so great, all of a sudden she begins to make fun of those things. Maybe she'll make you feel like you're silly. A lot of times these type of girls will rob you of your youth. So the things that you do as a teen, the things that you like to watch, the things you like to play games, you like to read books, you like to hang out. This kind of girl will make you feel like you're being silly. This kind of girl will make you feel like you're immature and ridicule the things that she once praised about you, be very critical of you. All right. And because you have been drawn into her, giving her so much attention, she's going to not be trying to tell you or compare you to someone else or compare you to a certain group and make you feel bad for being who you are. And now, because you like her so much and you want to kind of rekindle what you had with her, now you're willing to listen to whatever it is that she feels that you should do and you should change. This is called reprogramming. Okay? In the video, I said she wants to teach you some things, but it's the same thing. It's reprogramming you. Okay? She's going to reprogram things about who you are, what you should be doing, how you should be behaving. She will reprogram your thoughts about your family and your friends. She will be challenging rules that your family may set for you. You may have a curfew. She's going to challenge that. There may be a time that you need to be off your cell phones. She'll challenge that. She will cause you to question your parents' authority. She'll cause you to question your friendship. She'll drive a wedge between you and your friends, really, and reprogramming your mind. So now you're trying to make sure you don't, the things that you will find funny, now you're trying not to laugh, or you don't laugh anymore. You're insecure about who you are. You're not certain about the things you do. She may be critical of how you eat, how you stand, how you walk, what you do, what you're doing. You really want to do certain things, but you don't do it. So now you're being reprogrammed and changed according to what she wants you to do. Now after she's got you in this loop and you're trying so hard to be what she wants you to be, you'll find that she'll always be demanding more and more of you. Eventually, after you've done everything, you've gone against your family, you are pulled away from your friends, you don't even know who you are anymore, she'll have you in this spiral, and eventually she's going to discard you. So what this means is, no matter what you're doing, she's always unhappy. No matter what you're trying to do, she can't be happy. No matter, she may demand something, but you do it, she finds something that is wrong with what you did, how you did something, where you take her. You could be taking her to the movies and she is upset about just any and everything. And truly what you have to realize, this is a miserable person. She was already unhappy. This person is broken. So these little, I'm going to say, these rat races that she's going to put you on, and these little things, you need to do this, you need to that, is just the pleasure of seeing you trying and having the power to just sort of, disappoint you and make you and taking pleasure in seeing you feeling discarded and feeling anxiety and taking the seeing you crestfallen. It's a head game. And so what you find yourself doing is, as I said, discarding you, comparing you to someone else, trying to make you jealous, maybe getting close to your friend, being very playful to make you feel jealous. A lot of times they would try to play on your jealousy to see if you'll be getting into fights and arguments with other people, misunderstanding other people because of the things that she is saying. She may even make up lies about your own family and your female friends, just making things up to make it seem a certain way, and you become alienated, and now you become, it's like, oh, it's just me and you, we're Bonnie and Clyde, we're Romeo and Juliet, that type of thing. And then of course, once you've been isolated from everyone, she sees that you're completely depending on her in every way. Now, as I said, you no longer have any value. You're not as funny to her anymore. She may not want to be around you as much. She gives you a hard time, and you're trying so hard to get it back, and everything she's unhappy about. And now you're going to be working so hard to try to reestablish something. You're going to be trying to reestablish and rekindle and to get back what you had from the very beginning with this girl, how much she liked you, how fun she was. But you have to realize, as I've said in a video before, you can't reestablish and you can't get back something that wasn't real to begin with. Those things were just illusions, her pretending. She saw the type of guy that you were, and she pretended to be that to get your attention. It's kind of like when you go fishing, you can't just put the hook down in there in the water. The fish is not going to be drawn to that. But if you put something on the bait that the fish will like, that's how it's going to get caught. It's going to get caught. And that's pretty much what happens here. It wasn't real. And so you'll be in this cycle of her demanding things, being dissatisfied, and demanding, being dissatisfied, discarding you. You're still trying to meet the demands. She's still not happy. She's discarding you. And you have to realize you have to get out of that cycle. Okay? What you need to do, especially if you're living at home, you need to be honest with your parents, your family, a counselor at school, and understand that this girl on the block, the girl down the lane right now, is not your future. And you have to realize your hormones and all those things, your feelings. Don't trust your feelings. Do what is right. Because when someone really cares about you, just a regular citizen, there's just some basic courtesies in human nature that we should all follow. And whether you're the boyfriend, girlfriend relationship or not, a person that mistreats you and plays games with you is not good for you. A lot of times these type of girls have all kinds of issues going on. She'll tell you all these things about herself so you could feel like, oh, you need to help her. She'll threaten to commit suicide in some cases, to weaponize it. And I'm telling you, if she threatens to commit suicide, call the police. Call the cops. Call 911. Let them go and get her and pick her up. Let her parents know. Because she may be threatening you and telling you these things all the time, and then you're not telling anybody because she's not going to do it. Now, in some cases, they may really do it and not bluffing, and all the more reason why I should let an adult know. So that stuff does not weigh heavy on you. But you have to be open with your parents about this stuff. Otherwise, you're going to be going down this path that's going to lead to destruction. It's better to remove yourself and heal than to stay there being wounded over and over again. And you have to think about your future. I always say you're never too young to be responsible. The 8-year-old you, the 10-year-old you is gonna make, let's not say 8, but the 15-year-old you sets the path for the 18-year-old you. The 18-year-old you and your choice is gonna set the stage for the 21-year-old you. The 21-year-old you will set the stage for the 31, the 41, the 51. So your choices are now. Don't lose out on your youth with your friends. Don't lose out on the things that you like doing. There's nothing wrong with laughing and watching cartoons or whatever it is that you do and being silly and just being a kid. You have time, God willing, to grow, and to times you're going to mellow out and all that good stuff. Don't be with this girl that's trying to be fast and grown and trying to make you feel silly and putting you against your family. These type of girls have issues and have things that they need to work out, and it is not your responsibility to do it. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in this dark place, being isolated with her, not knowing what it is that you should be doing, making poor decisions, and doing things that where you can either hurt someone, hurt yourself, do something you shouldn't be doing, and end up behind bars, or worse yet, end up 6 feet under. So I hope this video makes some sense to you guys. Feel free to watch that detailed video that I do have that's called Jezebel and Our Sons. I'll pin it below. And also, guys, I do have another channel where I talk a little more practical and things of that nature for our youth and other individuals. It's called Big Sister 824. It's a very small channel, so you might not even find it. So yeah, I might put the link in for that so you can find it. All right, guys, peace.